and welcome to another tour of the allotment. Yes indeed, come on then, let's walk through. And first up, and to be honest, I'm really quite pleased with the way they've gone, the weeds. No, these are my Brussels sprouts from Bill, and just for scale, see they're coming on there now. I thought they might have been clattered by the birds, but they're doing all right. So hopefully a nice crop of Brussels sprouts there coming. Next up, moving along, is my chard. This is, I've got different, as you know, different sections of chard, and this is the last kind of bought ones I put in ruby lights, and I actually stapled it, that sign, to the, there we go, onto the thing, but it's come off, so just put a little bit of dirt down there. Next, moving over, is me cabbage. Now I'm not going to, some of these are going to seed, you know, are kind of splitting and going all, and just as we're eating it, you know, there's only a few left, but it's overtaken where, you know, we can't now keep going and eating. I'm eating for eating's sake, mind you, you know what I mean? So, but the cabbages are, I'm not going to lose them because we'll certainly still eat them, but say that one, it'll probably get left to the very last, you know. So this is my homemade, not homemade, it's the kind of, what is it, insect net, mosquito net. And I've got one over there, and I've got two more to put up. So, and they came through the post, and these have got in the Calabrese. So I don't know if you can see through there, but let's just see if I can take you indoors. Let's sneak in there. Oh, there we go. I don't think it'll be that long before they actually, you know, they're a quick growing variety, so hopefully we get them and they're done, you know, lovely, and keep all the birds off, and the butterflies. Now I'm seeing lots of butterflies moving around our Cavall Nero, and it's been a bit of a tough old year for brassicas, or this early onset of them, you know what I mean? It's just run to seed. That's a nice one there. It's hopefully going to be all right. This one looks a bit hammered, but we'll still certainly get a bit more of it. Gone to seed, knackered, and then these ones, that one's gone. And I had this whole patch done, you know, and I planted these myself. I did these from seed on, let's have a look, the 30th of January. Can you see that? So a lot of time and effort and just for them to run to seed, but we'll see how they go. This was my first net I put up, because it was one of the viewers on the comments just said, try the mosquito nets, Tony. And it didn't half work, but I can't remember what I've put in. I think maybe cauliflower. I think possibly, I'm not, I'll just squash that down. But these nets, mind you, just on eBay, £7. Get yourself, honestly, because I'll get myself in the camera, hello, just because they're like, when you buy, you know, those nets from the garden centres, or, you know, like they're online, they're like 40-50 quid, you know, for the same size, and that's just, you know what I mean, for £7 and the tennis balls, you know, marvellous. Look at this Beetroot beans, man, they're coming on fine there. Marvellous. So hopefully it won't be that long actually before we start getting some beans. I'm not going to thin out this is my beetroot. 2 rows of beetroot, 3 rows should I say. One is the elongated, is it Ferrero? I don't know, but anyways, the Italian elongated version. A couple of weeds in there, man, don't like to see that. Oh, where's that other one come? So there's quite a few. Oh, look at this big thing here. You think it's a beetroot. And then these are the Watton beetroot there as well. So I'm just going to like come and go, you know, is that what you pick and go kind of thing? Another bloody weed. I'm picking more weeds. Get them from their roots. Look at that. Beautiful. Carrots. First crop of carrots in there, and they're doing great. I'm not sure when they'll be kind of ready, you know what I mean. We kind of start, because we've got another batch coming along as well, so I'll be kind of picking them when they're small, to be honest. These onions, I'm leaving them as late as possible. These are my kind of main crop onions, and if you have a little look there, they're a good old size, good old size. I'm chuffed a bit with them. They'll go back into the into the polytunnel to dry off, and then we've got the Japanese ones that I've kind of pulled about a month ago. I mean, look at, you see, look at, man, they're all a good size. I've got some sprouting broccoli, I think, grown in between there as well. Can you just see that there? So looking good there, looking very good. So see, again, my chard on this batch of chard is running to seed, and what I do, you know, I'm an expert now. I nip off these seed bits, but then I'll just chop it back down later on. But I'm getting some great crops. This is lovely, this, because although it's running to seed, this is this year's, and it's new, and it's, you know, it's fresh and new and delicious. So potatoes, there we go. All my section of potatoes. Pink fir apples. I've got some, I can't remember, but I've got some Desiree up there. I've got some International Kidney. I've got one batch there of Charlottes left, and these are some Charlottes that I planted, you know, basically not for Christmas. That might be a bit too early, but hopefully to keep all these potatoes going. And if you dig in, let's just see if there's anything. Can you see? Look at there, you see them babies sitting there. So just keep them little, I'll give them a little water. Oh, look at that, there, just down there. So, so yeah, potatoes have been great, to be honest. And I've mentioned it a few times, I'll not go back to doing them in the ground. It's just so much easier. What I might do, and it just, to be honest, it was more for like space, you know, that's what I was worried about. I was having them round these edges because I wanted to use up all the garden, but it's a fair old size allotment, do you know what I mean? So I don't know if there's too much garden for us, I don't know, but there's a, you know, I wouldn't miss if putting them potatoes, putting the actual pots on this section, you know, and like losing this whole little plot here just for potatoes. We'll see next year, but yes, quite happy with that. Got some leeks in here, and that's a wild lettuce that's grown from seed from somewhere, I don't know, but can you see it down there? So I've got that looking good. Celeriac coming along. I've been trying to water it. This is my first time growing it, and we'll see. I might, by the look of it, get a couple. Whether they're going to be big or small, I'm not too sure. Then we've got some radicchio salad. That's looking a bit, that one's looking lovely, you know, because the others are a little bit kind of, haven't got the best clothes on. Here we go. Some more. Now I don't know what these are, I can't remember, to be honest, but I've got my red onions in there as well. And the red onions that are in there that have actually survived, you know, from about 300 of them, they're actually looking all right. So maybe seeds are the way to go, but you've just got to plant bloody thousands of them, or I have to anyways. So they're doing all right. Sweet corn is doing amazing. I mean, it looks nice. That's the thing. It looks nice. Whether that's going to give some good crops or not, I do not know. But I mean, just have a look at it, man. Just get in there. You know. Now I don't see this. This is the first time I've grown like kind of sweet corn. So I don't know if that's meant to be. Is that just running the seeds straight away, or is that working? Who knows? Well, not you'll know. I don't bloody know. Oh, down here was some rocket that we've been using. There was 4 plants just found on the actual tip on my compost bin tip, and planted them in there, and they've been lovely as well. So there's a wild beetroot growing as well down there. So all looking good there. Right, moving on. Some more beetroot here, and 4 rows of it, and these are all wanton, should I say, beetroot. And it's just like the succession planting, you know. This is our batch that we're using at the moment, and again it's quite, let's just see what, I mean, this is the size of that bloody thing there, man. Do you know what I mean? They're a little bit, we've got, you know, you're trying, like what I wanted to do this year, and put that down there, is grow what we're just eating, you know, like lots of it, but it still catches out because like you plant too much and you just, you know, eating for eating's sake, which is always a good thing, isn't it? Right, a couple of spare onions I had in there, got them in, and my parsnips, and I can see straight away, you know, the parsnips are there, and oh, that's quite a nice one, that, you know, so we'll see how they come along. Last year, because they were bought ones, but I got them dead early from the allotment, from the garden centre, so hopefully, you know, I got them in the ground before they start to kind of gnarl up and twist up. What else? My experimental onions, doing great, turbo ones. Well, when I say doing great, yeah, they do. I suppose they're doing all right. They're bulbing up there now, you know. But I've got them very close together just to see how many I could grow in this small, you know, if anyone was having like a raised bed and doing onions like that. I got 50, I put 50 in this bed, and the same, I've got to just wait because they were way later than me onions that were over there, which are, you know what I mean, they're almost bloody show onions, them ones, man. In this little bed here, this is the one that I put the compost on, the 4 bags of compost from Morrison's, and I just stuck on a little few lettuces, just to, again, you know, just they're there and you can just pick and grab them, and doing great. Now I'm going to come back to me tomatoes, so I'm doing another video on tomatoes because there's too much on tomatoes, to be honest. This is another bed of chard, and again, this weather's had it where, you know, 3 of them plants there running to seed, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll survive, I'm sure. My actual lettuce now is, you can tell this one's going to seed as well. This chard was put in, I think, in January, and it's just starting to come there now, so it's good, but hopefully it's going to miss like the kind of the season where it doesn't, you know, bolt as well. But we're kind of on our last legs with these lettuces because they're all starting to kind of go tall and run to seed as well, but we can still have the leaves, you know what I mean, like you say, just take that leaf off there, a couple of them in your sandwich, man, just lovely, absolutely gorgeous. So that's that. This is my main carrot bed at the moment, or the one that's going to be probably coming up first. And again, I'm not thinning out, but let's just see, because I'll just pick them when they're kind of ready. They're not ready yet. Let's just see if I can lift one up. That's what I've got. Well, you know, you buy them in a bloody London fancy restaurant, them things, for like very dear. So they're coming, and they're just in like nice compost soil, so you can just, hopefully we can just lift them nice and quick and just get them, you know, as quick as possible. What else have I got to tell you about? Yeah, I'm doing tomatoes on another video because I want to do like a compare as well. So I think that's kind of it. Well, let's have a look. No, compost bins is all. I'll tell you what, we'll have a little wander over the compost bin because I've got some wild potatoes there. I need to actually get in. I've got a bloody tomato plant growing there, some wild potatoes, and some bloody weeds. If I can get them. Oh. Get that grass out as well. There, that's one of the rockets that I left in. I'll get that one out, to be honest. Get them in. Beer one. So I'm going to see what that wild tomato goes like. Leave that one. Looks like I've got little flowers coming from it anyway, so hopefully. And potatoes, we'll see. Flowers on there as well. This is the leaf mould. There's all my kind of old, rotten, you know, cabbage stalks and things. That's my leaf mould, and it's dropping down. You know, it was right up nearly to the top if you go back to the old videos, but it's dropping down and dropping down, so it won't be that long, you know, maybe 6 months we'll get that on as a mulch. So there you go. What am I quite excited about here then? Well, I am excited about these. Well, that hasn't worked. Look at that. Can you see? Bloody moth in there. So, right, where's that come from then? Because I can't get in. How's it getting in? I'm going to get bloody thing. Oh yeah, bloody hell's bells. That was part of me thing to say I'm really pleased with. And yet there's a one in, so I haven't opened any, unless the side vents have come in, like that. Right, I might have to just just get that. Tell you what, we'll do that on the hoof. Put that there. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to hold this. No, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I think that's where it's snuck in through that little vent. I need to pull that a little bit tighter. Top tip. Right, I think that's it. Look after yourselves. Take good care.